again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at U.S. Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Minnesota Vikings. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. CD, you look at the Vikings coming into play. It's a relatively balanced offense. The next-gen stats kind of bear that out. What do you think they'll be looking to do in this one?
I think it'll be exactly what you just talked about. They'll want to be balanced on offense, which means to them, they'll want everyone involved. See if they get some one-on-ones in the passing game, maybe identify some situation where they can swing the ball to the backs in space, even find some spots where this one plays old-fashioned power football. Because one of the most successful coaches in the league told us once, the definition of balanced offense, that means you can do what you want.
2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. This fielded right at the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And they will be led out by their 6'3 quarterback.
And I saw that he had an interesting quote in the research packet that we had after last week's game. It's all on me now. I've got to lead my team and find a way for us to win a game. 0-2, but they're at home. I guess he's going to try and find a way to get the home crowd involved early.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. He'll rumble for about 6 up across the 20 to the 22. There are the numbers for Cook from a week ago. 13 carries, 56 yards, and a touchdown.
I can't remember the last time we did a game and a coach didn't talk about establishing the run first. But they've lost 2 straight games, so they still want to do that, but they've got to have some contingencies, some other options. Expect them maybe to throw it a little bit to open up things and maybe run it a little bit more later in the game.
And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete. The Vikings at 0-2 here to begin the season. And listen, they made their share of mistakes in these first 2 games, CD, but talking with them in the days leading up to this one, doesn't seem like they've lost any confidence.
I would agree with that, and what they told us was that they weren't planning on making any drastic changes. They didn't see the need to shake things up. They were going to continue to plow ahead. They thought they had the right guys on the team and in the locker room. But they do have to start winning some games.
To the sideline, and that's well done. Able to drag the feet. He's going to have the first down. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chain, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 43 yards rushing for him already. A terrific opening drive on the ground, and it's a first down. You were telling me this yesterday. That's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he'll find Thielen on the right side. And the Vikings are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. Cook will struggle to get to the line of scrimmage as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line.
He's brought down by Deion Jones.
Trying the power game with Ham. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. CD first touchdown of the new season. And the Vikings will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. And this is a crew, they've come out flat their last 2 games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you've gone somewhere, but you're really out here in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, though. Get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings booming away. And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. Here are the Chargers ready to go on offense, led by their first-round pick in 2020. The man out of Oregon, Justin Herbert.
And frankly, this is the type of game that a great quarterback relishes because 0-2 on the road, everything's against him and his team. No one can expect them to win. Sometimes you band together real tight in that situation, and if he plays really well, they've got a chance to get that done.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Herbert. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And he gets this up to the 34, out of bounds there. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive.
Well, they just watched the other team take the ball downfield and score, so they knew that this drive, this opening drive, was on them. And, boy, that was important to pick up that first down there and keep this one going.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Herbert. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. They'll get this out wide to Eckler. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
I think that's how this defense is going to need to play these tight ends. Again, get right up on them and stay physical. And that paid off on that play, helping force that incompletion.
Meanwhile, Herbert's throw going into the hands of Williams. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. On 3rd down, here's Eckler. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting 3rd down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on 3rd down.
They'll run for the first time with Isaiah Spiller. And some nifty running right away as he'll get this up past the 30. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 15-yard line. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Charger football to start quarter number 2. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. On first down, Justin Herbert. That's caught, and it's Eckler again. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Throwing again on second down. Herbert. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. The Chargers on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 4. Herbert. He finds his receiver Williams for a Charger touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown there. And the Chargers are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Vikings taking the field here for their second drive of the game. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
2nd and 4. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And here you have the Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. They'll look to throw again. And this one right back into the hands of Jefferson. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
I like that one, partner. They go back-to-back with excellent gains. And really, it shouldn't be a surprise who they were throwing the ball to. He's their best guy.
Yeah, we knew that they would get him involved early. They're doubling down on getting him involved early.
Don't be surprised if they'll come right back to him again. They haven't shown the propensity to be able to stop him.
Now Cook hit and he lost the football. And picked up by the Chargers. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
Do you remember in preseason when we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills, and, you know, guys either slapping at the ball or the machines? You got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it there. Big fumble. The Chargers get set to go here for their second drive. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
That's a nice throw there, and he's obviously feeling pretty good because, remember, he had a touchdown pass on the last drive, and here he comes out throwing again. and they wind up getting good yardage and a first down right out of the gate.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Once more, here's Eckler. And he'll get it out to midfield. Yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. From the 50, here's Herbert. That one almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down. Back to the air, Herbert on 2nd down. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Out of the gun, Herbert. This is caught by Williams. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 34-yard line. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And a short gain down to about the 33. On 2nd and 9, Herbert. And that's complete to the right side. It's Allen. And they'll work this down inside the 30. Here's Herbert. And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points. But he could not get that to stick. And that is a golden opportunity wasted there. And this is just outside the right upright. It's no good. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2.
This is always a tricky angle for a right-footed kicker because he's trying to draw it to the center of the uprights, but instead he pushes it to the right, and it's no good.
And now out comes Minnesota. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence?
It's caught at the 10.
Holding offense.
Oh, they hate that. Wipes out the big play.
And I know this is the NFL, so they would probably fine you for this type of a penalty. But when I was in college, you used to have to do up-downs for the number of yards that you cost a team in a big play.
They'll look to throw here. This one brought in by Jefferson. 2nd and 15. Now back to throw. Another one on this play for Justin Jefferson. That'll give them 8 that time. 3rd and 7 now. The Vikings in the hurry up. They're hustling up to the line. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD.
Well, mistake there by the offense, Charles. They tried to pick on a Pro Bowl corner in coverage there, and not the smartest decision. He reminded him that he was a Pro Bowl corner with not only the pick, but the pick 6.
And those guys who have that designation, sometimes they get a little bit bored in games because people try to avoid them. They absolutely love it when they get challenged, and it's a chance to remind everyone exactly why they were tagged as one of the best in the league the prior season.
PAT up and good by Rosas. And that makes the score 14-7. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Minnesota's offense takes over possession. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated. Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
And this is caught by Watkins. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Back to throw now on first down.
He's going to get this one down to Cook.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 11 yards for number 11.
That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
And he's got this to Jefferson. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
So they will wave off the flag and let the completion stand.
Really great job by the receiver fighting through all the contact and still coming down with the football. All that great work in practice being put into the game.
And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
Now 2nd and 5. Snap will come from the 6.
Looking to throw. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. And his kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. Time to give you folks at home a look around the NFL. Have we take a look at the next gen stats of the Chargers in that first half. And even though they've got a halftime lead, they're likely devising ways as we speak to try and get a little more production from their passing game. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, they too didn't throw the ball as well as they would have liked. And I think both teams would say there's room for improvement in the second half.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this 3rd quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. So here are the Chargers to take over. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10
at their 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
That's taken in by the tight end, McKitty.
And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Escaping the pressure right. He rifles one that's intercepted.
It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it. And the Vikings are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. that is a tough way to start the third quarter. You get the football open to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give him the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half.
They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10.
The first play of the drive there is incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Smith. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Back to throw here.
Middle of the field to Jefferson.
And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 23. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage. So timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Now a play fake here on first down.
Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. On the jet sweep, here comes Jefferson.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
56 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. Into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did.
Leads to 2nd and goal.
Cook is in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop it.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
Sam Sloman now for the point after.
It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead. That time, a 9-play drive. And it's capped off by the touchdown run coming from Dalvin Cook.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. And this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. So the offense back out now, coming off its first interception of the game the last time out, trying to reestablish some momentum here, Charles. But they're trailing defensively. Maybe these guys smelling the blood in the water a little bit.
Yeah, I think that they probably are, but what they need to do right now is just make sure they don't force the action too much themselves. They've got them on the run a little bit. You just want to be in a position where if they make another mistake, you're there to capitalize on it and take it away from them.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. In search of 40 yards here to pick up the first down. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there. That brings up 4th. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. That's taken on the 25. That'll go as a 39-yard punt, give him 9 on the return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. And now out comes Minnesota. The football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next. As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
Cook up the gut. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. He'll look to throw. And he fires one incomplete. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. They'll set up a throw. That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? A guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field, pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route well run, and the football right on the money.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They run it again with Cook. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
A loss of 4 brings up 3rd down and 10.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, it's a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, and then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
That's caught right side by Palmer. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. From the 27, Herbert. It's complete to Williams. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Play action. It's Herbert. He sets to fire deep. And incomplete on the deep ball. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Eckler now between the tackles. Takes this one across the 35 to the 36. A gain of about 4.
throw on third down with Herbert. It's Williams on the catch.
And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partners, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Herbert. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2. The Chargers on third down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This is 3rd and 8 from the 50. Here's Herbert. And the throw there going to be incomplete. On is the Chargers punter now. They'll boot it away from about his 35. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Gain on the play. 2nd and 10. The 6-yard line.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Complete. Smith has it. And a productive gain out to the 14 after starting at the 7. It's a gain of 7.
That's a gain of 7.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And this is caught. That's Watkins.
And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
This one brought in by Jefferson.
And he'll be corralled right around the 34. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Back to throw again. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Up the middle, it's Cook. And they'll get him down here at about the 42.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
Wow, a personal foul at this stage in the fourth. Hard to believe.
Really hard to believe, and now that glow of hope that you had begins to flicker out, doesn't it?
Yep. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Cook following the penalty. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Again, it's Cook. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd. Running the jet sweep. This is Thielen with it. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to perhaps salt this one away. And his kick here is good. And that will make this a 9-point lead. So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
There's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
Herbert and the Chargers down by 9. A minute 38 to go. And they're in danger of a 3rd straight loss as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing, Herbert. Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. Now Herbert got to get into the line in a hurry. Herbert. And his throw is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means he'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Herbert going to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. 4th down for Herbert. Desperation time. That's caught by Palmer. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. One crisis averted, but they still need to move hastily. Open man downfield. It's Palmer. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. Herbert. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now Herbert. Oh, this is going to be caught along the sidelines. Probably shouldn't have been caught. He's going to lose yardage there. Herbert to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. One last throw here for Herbert. One last shot at the end zone. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. Time is run out now on this game.
Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half and get an impressive victory.
And what's the old expression? That's not quite how I saw it playing out in my head. You know they didn't expect this at all. As you mentioned, went into the half with the lead. Losing the game